Hey guys, a bunch of people have been asking me what do you do with a cusk? Is it good eating? How do you clean it? And a cusk is basically a member of the Ling Cod family. It's referred to as lawyer fish out in the Great Lakes. It's referred to as, the old timers used to call them eel pout. Over in Europe they call them Burbot, and here they call them cusk. And it's a cold water fish. You only find it in deep cold lakes, and it is absolutely delicious. Probably, I think, one of the best fish swimming, certainly as far as freshwater, but period. The other thing, to clean one, if you look at it, it is a bit, I mean, it's an odd looking fish. But it isn't that bad, and I'll show you. The easiest way, now, there's probably a bunch of different ways, but what I like to do is I like to fillet it out, and a lot of times I'll just cook it, which I'm going to do. I'm going to roll it in corn flour and throw it in a pan and eat it, which is a very simple recipe. But, you know, it makes really good chowder, yada yada, but anyway, let's get to cleaning it, and it's really not that difficult. And for the task, I am going to use my William Collins fin and fur. Love this knife. It was a gift from Derek, Sarge Ferrier, Woodsman School and Guide Service. He went above and beyond. But essentially, as I said, you get your vent here and the front. And don't do this because you never want to push a knife towards you. You can simply just grab it here, get a good grip on it, cut it right about there, and just right down all the way to the vent. Okay, flip it over on its side, right behind the gill. You want to cut it down to the backbone and here. So this is loose. Flip it over. Do the same thing. Now, it's kind of important because there's a lot of meat in this little belly, and I'll show you why. How. But anyway, when you get that done, you go back to the vent and you stick your knife in, and you want to go just over that backbone and come out right here on the top. See where my knife came out? Right about just above the fin. And when you get on top of that backbone, you just ride that backbone very slow. Now, once you get it started, you can actually stick your finger through like this, like I'm doing. Push down on that bone and just slowly take your time, because it is tricky here. I'm going super slow. I just want to demonstrate, not, show you how to speed fillet a cusk. Essentially, you just keep going right to the tail. Okay? Now you've got this. That's all bone. Once you do that, you flip it up on its belly, and you go in right above that cut that you made, right here, right up beside the spine. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut right down the back, beside the spine, right to the top of the ribs. And that is simply done like this. You follow that backbone like that, and right to the top of the ribs. And you'll feel it. You'll feel a little zoom, the top of those ribs. Don't cut through them, okay? Then what you do is you take your two fingers like this, and then you just ride right along the top of those ribs, if you will. And just keep pushing the meat. It doesn't take much. Go slow and easy. You don't want to cut through the ribs. That's the main thing. You just go slow and easy, just to show you the progress. See how this is separating here? See, that's the backbone. These are the ribs. Okay? This is meat. And when we get to the end of those ribs, I'll show you what we do. Just keep going slow and easy. Slow and easy. Don't go through them. And I apologize if this seems a little drawn out for some people, but I think it's important that, and the first one you do, trust me, it's going to be like frustrating. But once you get to the end of those ribs, okay, once you get to the end of those ribs, that's when you go down, 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 like this, and you cut it. Oh, I did. I went too far. I went too far. Son of a gun. Oh, crap. I did exactly what I told you not to do. I cut the wrong side of the skin. So even though I've done hundreds and hundreds of cusks, as you can see, pretty easy to screw up. Essentially, that's what you wanted to end up with. Okay, I screwed it up, but I didn't. I saved it. Ha! What you end up with is a fillet like that. Okay? And then you simply grab the... Make sure I'm in camera. This should still be connected. This I didn't miss any meat, but you should end up looking like this. Not like that. It's not going to hurt anything. What you do is now you got to take the skin off it. Okay? So you pin it right here, okay? And you just slide your knife right along. Love this knife, by the way. Can you use a fillet knife? Absolutely. I mean, that is what they're intended for, but I'm just kind of demonstrating that you can make do. I'm not really making do. This thing actually works pretty darn slick. Keep it flat. Keep going. Okay. That skin's gone. Go back here. Now, this is where I screwed up. This would all be one piece if it wasn't for that. But go back to this, like so, and flatten that out. Okay, just like that. There's your skin. Okay, and there's your fillet. It's that simple. And if that was connected like it's supposed to be, that would be the fillet. Then all you do is wash it with cold water, like this. Okay. Just kind of, because I'm going to put it right in cornmeal and throw it in the pan. But that's one side. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And now again, since we're doing the other side, you want to go back to the vent, okay, underneath, but we're going in from the top this time. Right here, that fin, upside of the spine, right out the bottom, okay. Now we're right on top of that backbone. Once I get down, remember I stick my finger through here. I can hold that bone right to the cutting board, slowly go down, like so, okay? Back to the top, up where we made our cut, we're going to cut down along the backbone again, so, right to the ribs, and I can feel them. You feel that little chuck, 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 that means I'm on top of the rib cage. Again, maybe you can see a little better on this one, but you just keep pushing it with your fingers like that, right along the top of those ribs, right here. And you literally push that meat off. Just like that. Just like that. Then take your time, don't erase. Now see, that one I did right. I'm kind of glad I screwed the first one. Now, as you can see, you could make a stock. These make really good crayfish bait as well. But this all bone. There's no meat left there. You know, you could pick through those bones and get a lot of nourishment out of it, but it's pointless. So essentially, you throw the. It also makes a very good fish stock, by the way. Now you take your fillet like this, pin it, like I said, on the tail, Work right along. Don't rush it. Take your time. The first couple of these you do, trust me, it's going to get irritating. It's just frustrating. But after you do, 500, you get really good and efficient at it. See, even I, like I said, I screwed up right in front of you, so it's that, anybody can screw up. A little bit of skin left on here, no big deal. We'll just skin that right off. Like that. And what we have are 2 nice Cusk fillets. Like that. That is some of the best meat you'll ever put in your mouth right there. Absolutely delicious. And that was a very, that was a small Cusk too. So now what we're going to do is put it in some corn flour, put a little butter in a pan. We're going to cook it real slow, and squeeze a little lemon over it and have something to eat. And once again, this knife, I can't tell you how happy I am with it. I use it for everything from cutting parsnips to filleting fish. Great, absolutely phenomenal tool right there. Okay, now we got the fillets cut up and cleaned. We're just going to put them in corn flour. I said it again. Corn flour, and put them right in hot butter and slowly cook them. And I like to use the corn flour for this particular. I like it better than regular flour, and I have a lot of different fish batters that I make. But the point is, if you get a really good tasting fish, why do you want to have a batter that makes it taste like something else? Like, for instance, I understand why you want chicken wings to taste like teriyaki, but I don't want my my Cusk to taste like orange or something. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. I like the taste of the fish. So get this going first. A little bit of butter in that pan, and I'm using butter because I don't cook at a high temperature. I cook it really slow, and as long as you don't overheat butter, it doesn't burn up and disappear. So a little bit of corn flour. I know this says Uncle Buck's, but it's not. It's straight corn flour. And pretty simple. Just take your fillets and flip them over. Get it covered and patted down. That. See right there that nice golden color. That is absolutely delicious. And we're almost done. Then we're going to throw it on the plate and put a little lemon on it and enjoy. Well, there you have it, folks. Some golden brown Cusk, a little bit of lemon, and that is going to be a good meal. So anyway, give it a try. Hope you enjoy. I know I'm going to. Thanks for watching.